All right, I'm at job 60607 Burnside Commons. That's kind of this dealio right here. Some quantities. There's 2,268 lineal feet of stalls, 1,130 lineal feet of crosshatch, 4 ADAs, 223 lineal feet of red curb, 11 MPFLs, 1 arrow, 2 turn arrows, 208 lineal feet of 4-inch white, and 20 feet of yellow curb. So that's the quantities for this job that I'm going to walk through. How we're splitting this up. So it's 55,000 square feet. That's what we bid. So we're pretty much going from this seam line, following the asphalt, and you can see right in front of me how up there it goes seal coat, non-seal coat. We're gonna follow this seam. We're doing everything to the left of this. So I'm gonna walk around here and show you. Based off of the work order, this job is not warranted. And I'll show you why in a minute. So everything that we're covering up, we're gonna follow this seam. Everything we're covering up, we're putting back, striping. Now the striping out here is faded, so faded, it's hard to see. Definitely set markers for yourself and mark the curb before you start throwing down any sealer. So we're doing this whole lot here. No crack fill on this job. And the reason why we're not warranting it is you can see how porous and beat up the asphalt is. So we're definitely not going to use the buggy on this guy. Now when we get to this corner here, because we're following this seam, once we get to the corner here, we're going to cut it off here, come across and follow that, and then seal everything to the left. This business is closed, so we don't really got to worry about that. We'll set my stuff down real quick. Faded stalls. We're gonna put a crosshatch here. This van accessible, so this guy's 8 feet. Got this yellow curb here. This is the only part that's yellow. Now this part, get a better view of this. So they took this out when they were paving. There's a crosswalk over here. So what it's gonna do is it's gonna come down like this and then angle towards that spot right there. So it's gonna angle out 10 feet, come across, and it should line up with the end here. So from curb to the end of the ramp on this seam line is 10 feet. So it's gonna be 10 feet all the way down, then it's gonna cut and go to this ADA ramp. Striping along this building, striping over here. There's nothing in front of this little alleyway deal. It's just gonna be the cross hatching here. Got red curb, 4-inch MPFLs out through the drive lane. There's going to be a left turn arrow where that patches, right turn arrow, straight arrow. Stalls along this way, stalls along that building, stalls along the curb there, and then floating stalls right here. So this is going to be done in 2 days. And what we're doing is, I'll have the map for you guys, but we're gonna be splitting this drive lane to here, splitting it that way and cutting across. And we'll be doing this half of the drive lane day 1. We'll do this half of the drive lane day 2, and over here day 3. And you guys will see that on the map. That still gives this massage and chiropractor access, because they can take this sidewalk and walk across to here day 1, and then here they can just park here day 2. And then I want to quickly mention, we're not seal coating anything outside of this patch. So our border is going to be right where this patch is. This is what I was talking about for this pedestrian access. From edge to the seam is 10 feet. It's the same for the line markings out there. So we're just gonna ride this edge. And then day 1, so day 1 we're doing this bit right here, this half of the drive lane. Day 1 we're gonna follow this seam line, wrap around the curb, go out just to where that tree is. We're gonna cut the parking lot in half and seal everything inside of here. And then this whole half right here, day 1. And then day 2 will be the rest of everything else. So like by the bar over there, this whole half, and then the half in the back corner where I was just standing to start. There's only one way in, one way out, so that's why we have to split that drive lane. Each day they have access to come through and go through this half of the parking lot. And that's pretty much it. Ask the customer to turn off sprinklers and stuff. And I'll get you guys the phase map. That's it. Thanks.